Alright, so you clicked on that thumbnail, so that must mean that you're a little bit curious on how to make this DIY. By the way, I'm glad you clicked on that thumbnail. Hey! So if you want to know how to make this awesome DIY, keep on watching. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ashleigh here, and if you are new, hey girl, hey! Make sure you click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always be up to date with my latest tutorials. So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an awesome farmhouse style Christmas countdown that you can put on your wall, or you can use it as a standalone piece. So I also found that if you stick this on the front of your refrigerator, just add the magnets and stick it on there. That would be so cute as well. So you can have your little Christmas countdown in your kitchen. But anyways, you can put this anywhere that you want in your house. It's very easy and inexpensive. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. The main materials you're gonna need for this project are one Dollar Tree sleigh, one Target mini wreath, scrapbook paper of your choice, and chalkboard spray paint. Okay, so the first step is tracing the body of the sleigh onto our scrapbook paper. So I'm just going to remove the main part from the back. You don't have to do this, you can trace it with it on, but I just took mine off, and we're going to trace that onto the scrapbook paper, making sure that when we do trace it on here that you're not tracing over the barcode. Okay, so an ash tip for you is when you are tracing, make sure that you don't trace with your pen straight up. Make sure that you're tracing at an angle so that you will be tracing the actual shape. Alright, so now that we have everything cut out, I'm just going to take my spray adhesive and I'm going to spray the back, and I'm going to add our scrapbook paper on top of that. Okay, so now we're going to start to work on the sleigh legs, and I'm going to begin to remove this Merry Christmas part off just like I did with the sleigh, and we're just going to start to get these pieces prepped for painting. So when you're removing these, just be really careful because you don't want to remove the brown paper. But if you do, like I did, I'm just going to use my spray adhesive and add those pieces back on to the sleigh legs. So after I have cleaned up the sleigh legs, I'm just going to start to use my chalk paint, and I'm going to do about 4 coats of paint. Now after we've got our sleigh legs all nicely painted, I'm going to start to distress. Again, you can use the Dollar Tree scrub pads as sandpaper. They work just as well. And we are just going to distress this, and you can distress them as heavy or as light as you want. Alright, so now I'm going to start working on my wreath here. The leaves are a little too spread out for me, so I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to bring those in. Alright, so now I'm going to start to work on this Merry Christmas part, and I'm going to use my scrub pad to remove the glitter, and then I'm going to spray paint. Alright, so now I'm going to take my Valspar chalkboard spray paint, and I'm going to spray about 4 coats on here just to make sure that I'm covering up the Merry Christmas. Alright, so now I'm going to take this pumpkin that I did not use, and I'm going to use the body portion since it's a harder cardboard. Now you don't have to use this, you can just use plain paper if you want, but we're just going to take it and you're going to trace your circle out using a pen. Now you don't have to make the perfect circle because your wreath, when you put it on top of it, it's going to cover it. Okay, Okay, so now we're just gonna start to reassemble our sleigh, and just make sure that you're lining the sleigh legs up to where they previously were, just to make sure that everything is nice and even. Alright, so this part is optional, but I'm just going to add my twine to the bottom because why not? That was so cheesy, but really, I love twine, so I'm just going to add the twine to the bottom. You can actually put your circle in the middle if you want, and that just be that, or you can just do some other little decoration, but I'm just going to be adding my twine to the bottom. Alright, so now I'm going to take my burlap and I'm just going to create a cute little bow to add to the top. Again, this is optional. You don't have to add a bow, but it's up to you. Alright, so now I'm going to take my liquid chalk pen and I'm going to write days till Christmas, but you can write whatever you want to on the top of this. So the last couple of steps is just going to be adding this back to the top and then adding our twine back to the sleigh legs. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below to let me know what you think. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!